Hi, it's Barry. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to personalize your cloth and paper small spiral notebook in a few easy steps. So lots of us got this great little notebook in the February subscription box. And I'm sure people were excited to get it as I was. It's a small size and it's a great size for lots of different things. I was fortunate enough to get two of them since I have two subscription boxes, one for my half letter things and one for my mini HP. So I'm going to show you how I personalized one of them and what I'm using it for. So for those of you who haven't seen this notebook, it's a great little size, and you've got the typical glass covers, you've got a spiral and black, and inside you have a thick piece of vellum followed by a cover page, which is grid, and it has the logo, etc. And then the rest of the pages are all grid. These pages turn easily, flip back. It's just a great little item. I started with the glass cover and I put a vinyl on the front of it with my Instagram name. The next page here is just a nice thick sheet of vellum. What I decided to do was create a little bit of dimension behind this so that it wasn't just that onto the plain grid page. And how I did that is I used the cloth and paper circle stickies, and they're the transparent ones, and I trimmed them along the edge. And first, let me tell you what I do with my circle sticky notes. I take them off of the big backer sheet that they're on because it doesn't fit as well into different storage containers that I have. But just so that I'm sure which color it is, I always write the color on the back. So for this one, I'm using the Mykonos, and I put 3 in a row, and then to add some dimension, I put this one, which is the Angora, on top of the middle one, just so that it has some dimension, and I think you can see that behind there. I did try doing it on the vellum, and I like that it was a little bit more muted doing it behind the vellum. Let me tell you what I'm using this for. I decided that I was going to use this one for those little notes of little tiny bits of information. They're not to-do items or task items, so they're not going to go in my inbox and master list planner. What they are just small pieces of information that you have that you don't want to forget about, and this just seemed like a great little place to put things like that. So what I did here, and I used the spotlight flags to get myself to a page, the page flags. They're transparent, so when you put them on there, you don't see anything, but you've got that little dot. And since this notebook is so tiny, I didn't want the dots to hang all the way off the way I've done in my larger planners. I just let enough off that I can get it to grab to the page. What I did is I used a header at the top, and these are the slim minimal headers that Scribble Sticker Coat does. And you can get some set ones that she has, and then I get also like a ton of customs from her. I use them on a lot of different things, and I use them every week on my horizontal layout. So what I do after that is I just use my dot marker, and this one is the platinum color, which is gray. It's my favorite. You can get them in lots of colors. You can get the spotlight flags, the sticky notes in lots of colors, and I will have everything linked below so that you can go and look at it in more depth if you're interested. For example, what I did was I took one that was tech, and I have just some simple notes. Like my first note has to do with the fact that Photoshop is not completely compatible with Apple's newest operating system for computers, Monterey. If you go to Monterey, there are about 8 things in Photoshop that don't work well. And I found a page that has the workaround for each one, so I wanted to reference that. I also have a note about my Sonos system. One of my pieces of equipment in that system is really old, and when I update the app, everything crashes and I can't use my system. So I wanted to just give myself a reminder which piece of equipment that was, so that when and if I do update that, I know I could go to the new app. Right now I'm not planning on updating it because it's still working. So then on the back cover, what I did, I simply used a sticker inside on the heavy cardstock that I wanted to see. And for those of you who don't know, I am an Apple geek girl from the very beginning. I have one of those stickers that you get when you buy a computer. And this one happens to be a silver one. They have white ones also, but I like the silver one with this. I then use this pen, and it's the Le Pen by Marvy, and this one happens to be a very dark gray, but again, they're in lots of colors. Now, the nice thing about this pen is that you can put it right into the spiral, and it's just convenient to have it there, and it goes in and out. But these pens are great for other uses where you need a really thin pen, because this is about as thin a pen as you can get. It works really well, like if you happen to have a planner cover that has a really tight pen loop. So good to have around. Inside the back cover, here's what I did. This is just 2 adhesive pockets that I'm using here. And inside this adhesive pocket, I've got some of the cloth and paper, the lifestyle stickers, and some of those square stickers, those small pages. They're just very useful. I'd like to have some spotlight stickers with me. You could fit the spotlight stickers on the page they come on, and that will actually fit because this is a secretarial, just like this side, so you can kind of open it so that you can use it. But what I don't like about that is it bulks this up, and then it's not neat and clean. It doesn't close completely well. And I really don't need the whole thing at one time. So all I do is take a clear card and then just put like 4 or 5 of the page flags on here and then stick it in. And I love the way it looks, and it's also extremely functional. Here's another thing that you could do to personalize. If you happen to have an A6 cover, not with rings, but like a Moterm cover or a Giglio Appunto, the A6 size will fit this perfectly with one exception. You'll have to trim about 1/4 of an inch off the bottom or the top or a little of each, and then it will slide into the cover very easily. I did not want to trim mine because I'm going to keep it like this. I enjoy it like this. But I thought it was a great fit, especially for one of these A6 covers that's thin, like the Moterm one. I've been doing a lot of giveaways on the channel, and I try to make it really easy. If you have already won, and a number of you have, I know on the last one I had 5 winners on that one, you are not eliminated from future contests. I'm just making this easy peasy. All you have to do is like the video, thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and then leave a comment on the video. This week I'm giving away some random cloth and paper items to one lucky winner. If you'd like an extra entry, do a story promoting this video on Instagram and tag me, PlannerShops, so that I'm sure to see it. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time around.